Welcome everybody to the Crazy Dan channel. I'm Crazy Dan. What I have to say, it's not a happy thing right now. It's about how people are treating the pandemic. I can't pronounce the fucking word to save my life. So the COVID, the Chinese virus. Okay. I mostly have stayed home, and I really don't like going shopping in the stores anymore. Because of the crap going on, and there's crazy people that I'm more fear of than the COVID. I could give less fuck about the COVID. So I'm gonna live you all you assholes out anyway. So you know, uh, we're over 300,000 dead in the United States over this. I want to challenge those numbers because the COVID's like pneumonia. It's the last thing. No one complains about pneumonia. All right, how many people it takes out every year? It's not as much as the COVID did, probably, but all of a sudden, and pneumonia is just as contagious. But we ain't got bras overhead over that. The logic of the healthcare industry, or you go in the store. I'm getting tired of people treating me like I'm a prisoner from Hitler's army, and the Nazi soldiers talking to me, "Where's your mask?" I'm like, "Up your ass, motherfucker!" I don't talk to people with disrespectful tones, and that's what my argument is with today. Listen, if you're scared of the COVID or anything else, then get out of the medical industry. Get out of being a doctor or nurse. All right? You're not a hero. You're chicken shit. You know, no one gave a shit about people who call to people's houses and fix their computers and jack off hands on their fucking keyboard. And I can't tell you how many times I wanted to walk in someone's house and say, "Oh, fuck, no, goodbye." But I wouldn't have a job long. And there was no protocol about wearing gloves. They were more concerned about static electricity. So I had to, well, I never wore it because it fucked me up. I can't concentrate with something touching me, especially when I'm working on microelectronics. Okay, I ground myself out every time I touch something. I always did. It's a habit I have, actually. I grab something to ground myself out before I grab delicate components. So I know my body's discharged. Okay? I've never had a problem because of static electricity or whatever, or because I have certain protocol. It worked. It worked for many, many years. No one good. Okay? But there was no protocol about touching that piece of equipment that most people don't clean, the keyboard. And unfortunately, I have to sometimes go on the keyboard and do certain diagnostic tests. Not thinking that this keyboard could be to somebody who watches some porn and he's having self sex and then he touches the keyboard, or she does. And believe me, there's a lot of nasty women too. Oh my God. Or I'm just in their fucking house, you know. But that's not the only thing I had to deal with, germs and sickness. I went to houses where they were chopping pounds of weed across the table. And I couldn't, I was like, "I'll be back in a second." I grabbed my tool bag and my phone. I called Dell. This is, "Oh, you can go in there." I said, "Listen, I don't know where the fuck you're from, buddy, but in the United States, uh, this is considered a drug. And in Indiana, there is no medical law that I know of at the time when this happened." I ended up calling my boss. My boss said, "Get the hell out of there and go straight to the police and file a report." And I did. I didn't even have to tell the officers who this guy was. They already knew who he was. I said, well, you're probably looking at, I said, from what I could tell, there was at least 3 or 4 pounds of weed. And the smell made me gag. He said, thank you, we're going to send some squad. I can't tell you how many times I went to a house and I ended up calling the law, I think about 4 or 5 times. They took the customer that was waiting for service to jail. Because I'm sworn by, don't call a service provider to fix your shit if you're doing illegal shit. Because I don't care. I'm going to send you to jail. I see child porn. I see illegal activities going on. I see something that does not conspire to decency, that's illegal or dangerous. I'm reporting it. I've always had to make the report. It's part of my job. If you like it or not. Every service provider that comes to your house, if he should witness a crime in effect, he is sworn by law to report to police. Or he's liable, he or she's liable just as much as people doing it. And it should be. But to get back to my main subject about the coronavirus, if you work in the medical industry, you should have compassion. You should not care about getting sick. You should care about helping people. If you're so tied up with yourself getting sick, get the fuck out of the medical industry. You don't understand what going to work means. No different than a guy who works on a building, a skyscraper, and falls off and crushes himself when he falls on the ground, or a mechanic that gets thrown across the wall when the engine's running, bumps into an electrical wire. And I'm telling you, spark plug wires that leak electric will give you a nasty fucking bite. It hurts. Or he gets his arm tied up in the fan. This shit happens all the time where a car falls on him, gets hurt, his hands crushed, half those things have happened to me when I worked on cars. I've had car land on me twice. But I keep doing it because I like my hobby of working on cars. It doesn't scare me because I have passion. I accept the dangers that I run into. Okay? So if you're in the medical field or you're in some field where you deal with a lot of people and you really don't want to catch this virus, then why are you doing it? Go do something else. Because no matter what, you still have to be nice to people. You have to actually love people. Don't be cold. You're just a fucking asshole if that's the way you're being. Because people who need help, like myself, is looking for a smiling face. Somebody's going to say, hey, I'm here to help you. I had an argument with 3 big wigs already today. And they wanted to say something. I said, listen, I understand the dangers of COVID and I understand you want to protect yourself. We ain't got an argument there. All right? That is your option to protect yourself. But there's no option to treat me like you're a Nazi. And I'm checking into the gate. And I expect compassion, friendliness, a smile when I do business. This is still a business. You guys need my insurance company to spend money to keep your fucking lights on. And you know what I expect in return? Courtesy. Courtesy. A little compassion, a fucking smile. What is so hard to get you to enjoy helping people? Detroit is a poison, and that's why I don't like it here. That's how people act all the time. But now with this COVID, it's 10 times worse. Get out of working if you don't want to deal with the risks. Everybody gets sick or gets hurt or injured from what the things they do. It's going to happen. Be a fighter and be happy with what you got there for work. Either be nice to people or let them go, or get out of the business. You know, I'm sick and tired of these troll people, troll Nazis with their attitude. And I tell you, I'm not gonna deal with it no more. Uh, I either get treated the way I'll treat people the way they. If you want my respect, I ask you to treat me like I want you want to be treated. Whatever, you know what I mean. And cut this attitude shit. If you're afraid of this fucking goddamn influenza times 10, go away, go somewhere. Don't treat people like shit. Just be happy that you're there to help people. You know, yeah, you might get sick. You're gonna get sick no matter what. You're gonna die someday no matter what. If you got all this, your gloves on, your mask on, you should be okay. What are you afraid of? Go after the people who says you got this mask is helping you, which is not. They're not N95 certified, anyways. You're still gonna get the fucking COVID if it's there. You know, if you're that big of a pussy, you can't treat people right, and you're a dick, you need to find another job. Because I tell you, you talk to me like you're some Nazi fucking interrogator, I guarantee you're gonna see some fucking fire from me. So you've been warned. All right, like, subscribe, comment. I want some comments, people. I'm putting 12 minutes of this video. Have some passion, love. Love thy enemy. Is the people, if you love, is everything you can come in contact with. Even if you really don't like them. The reward of showing love is priceless. Love what you do and do it with the thought you can't get hurt. Bring the best of yourself so you can bring the best of others. That's all. Get the fuck out of here. This shit's driving me crazy. You got it. Bye. Later. Not until next time.